Hi and welcome back. Going to be taking you through my horror movie collection, starting with the letter N today, which contains some of my favourites. I'm going to start off with this one here, getting right into it. Night of the Living Dead. Of course, this one's going to be here. This is actually the first DVD I ever bought. This is a digitally remastered version. It contains 15 minutes of new footage, which was added in after it. It's not the original. It is, but it's got more to it. Still, it's a classic. I'm not a huge fan of the additions in there. They were kind of off-putting, but they were well done. But yeah, it's still not. It's a classic original. This is a classic original. VHS copy, Night of the Living Dead. And yeah, it's still rewound, so it's still good. But yeah, this is the original Night of the Living Dead that I first owned. This movie is what started it all for me. My obsession with zombies and yeah, George A. Romero and general his films. This one started it all for me before I even saw The Crazies. Then we've got George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead 1990 version. Now this is the remake done by Tom Savini, and it is the best remake I've ever seen, hands down. Like it actually honours the source material, which is understandable with Tom Savini having worked on Dawn of the Dead and Day of the Dead, and then remaking this one. Really good cast like Patricia Tallman, Tony Todd, and a whole host of others. You've got Tom Towers' the nauseating character in there. Like his character makes you want to punch him in the face. He's human scum. Really good movie. Highly recommend it. I do want to get this on Blu-ray. Like I would love to get this on Blu-ray to watch. That brings us to O with The Omen, not the original, which was a brilliant film. The remake, which I absolutely know nothing about. I have not seen it in years. I watched it once and it just didn't have the same effect. Like the original had a sense of otherworldliness and ominousness to it. This one had nothing to it. On the last video I mentioned I Am Legend. This is the other film adaptation of I Am Legend, The Omega Man with Charlton Heston. This one was done in the 70s. I really enjoyed this back in the day. I remember watching it on TV and then recording it and watching it over and over and over, and still have the DVD version. It does have a bunch of special features on it, but to be honest, I have not watched this copy in so long. I can't really remember what special features are, what they're about, but still classic movie. Then we've got P. As you can tell, this is the Predator's mask, and it actually contains all three movies. So we've got the original Predator, Predator 2, and then Predators. This was obviously pre The Predator, which is the new Shane Black one, which came out in 2019, I believe. Yeah, love the Predator films, all of them, hands down, great films. Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed all three of them. John Carpenter's Prince of Darkness. I've got a spot in this film, not just because Alice Cooper's in it, but it's just a very depressing, like the whole scenario that's involved there is just, you get a sense of this overwhelming depression. Like it's a heaviness in the film itself that really sets it apart in tone. One of the things I did notice is there's no actual music in it. There's no soundtrack to it, so you've just got the characters, and you do have some sounds that come into it, like some tones, but it's a very, very ominous film. Like I highly recommend. It's one of my favourite Stephen King John Carpenter movies. Yeah, really good. Highly recommend it. Plain Dead, also known as Flight of the Living Dead. I have a feeling this one kind of came out when Snakes on a Plane, so zombies on a plane now. work for snakes, why not zombies? I honestly do not remember a lot about this film, but it had zombies in it, so I got it. And we've got a double feature here of Piranha 3D and Piranha 3DD. The second one, 3DD, I don't remember a lot about, but the first one I remember Jerry O'Connell getting killed quite rapidly. A lot of fun movies, you know, they're remakes of the Pirahna films, but I actually really enjoy them. Pandorum, another Dennis Quaid horror film. Yeah, once again, this is another one that I picked up from Blockbuster when I was going under, like the one from the previous video, which also starred Dennis Quaid, sensing a bit of a theme there. But Pandorum's a great sci-fi horror film. Really good twist at the end. The actual movie itself is really good. I don't remember too much about some of the scenes, but I remember the actual basic plot is they wake up, there's something on there, they have to find out now. It's very Alien-esque, but really good, really well done. And finally, moving on to the cues with Quarantine. Now this is a remake of Wreck, which is a fantastic Spanish horror film. It is shot for shot a remake with Jennifer Carpenter in it, and was basically done for an American audience. Look, it's if you don't like subtitles or dubbing, then you watch this and you're getting the same thing. There is a few differences in the actual virus itself. Whereas Wreck has a more religious aspect to it, this is pure viral. It's not zombies, it's not demons, it's just viral. That's it. It makes them into rabid creatures. But there you have it. Okay, so that's all of them from N all the way to Q. Once again, thank you very much for coming in and watching. I do appreciate it, and if you could hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, that would be awesome. Thanks.